going on YouTube? Wanted to do a quick video on the Power Pole Micro Anchor. Kind of what I found over the year of using it, some of the pros and cons, and what I personally like about it. So let's get into it. First off, want to get into kind of how it sets up on the kayak. I believe all the kayaks that you could put the power pole on, it's obviously going to have to be off the back. Some of your kayaks outside of the Hobies, I believe you can just bolt this right to the back of it. Yak Attack makes some adapters. I believe a couple for a Hobie and a few other kayak brands, I'm not sure. But Yak Attack makes some adapters. So if you're running a Hobie, like I am, got the Hobie Pro to 14, you're going to need the Hobie adapter to mount the power pole on. That's a separate purchase outside of the power pole itself. So I said the biggest con to the power pole is the price. Everything's kind of sold separate. So if you want the battery pack instead of the wire harness that it comes with, you got to buy a battery pack. Your spike is sold separate. Your mounting plates are going to be sold separate. So once you get everything bought and put together, I personally think the usability and the functionality of it outweighs the price. I know it's expensive, don't get me wrong. I had to save up a while, and I sold a Matthews that I used to hunt with and a few other things to buy it. But I love kayak fishing, and I fish a lot of tournaments and things like that. So I thought this would be very beneficial. If you don't fish tournaments, it may not be beneficial. That's completely up for you to decide. I'm not here to tell you to buy it or not buy it. I'm sure to tell you why I like it. But let's get into it. Like I said, Hobie's got their own mounting bracket. Bolts on, pretty simple. Like I said, I went with the battery pack option and not the wire harness. I didn't want to screw holes into my kayak and run wires, so I opted to buy the battery pack. And I'll bring you over here real quick to show you what this looks like back here. So you got your green light, power indicator, hit your anchor button. Tells you how hard the thing's going to drive you down once you hit your button on your key fob or your keyless remote, which I'll show you in a second. It's up in the front. Battery level, hit that. This thing actually has really great battery life. I probably charge it every 2 times that I go out, and I use it quite a bit. So it holds, never had it die on me. Up and down, this is if you, for some reason, your keyless remote and stuff screw up, you can crawl back here and get yourself up or down back here. I've never had to crawl back here to do it, but just in case, they have that option for you. Now, so this isn't just for kayaks. You can use it on john boats and small boats, but I'm a kayaker, so I got it on this. Your spike is 8.5 feet. I think they only have one size, but same material as any of your other spikes would be. Kind of that composite material. It's got a little bend in it, not much, as it's pretty stiff. It's going to stick you in good, and you're not gonna move a whole lot. Now, when it's super windy, you will obviously drift with the current, stuff like that. Not a huge issue, as long as you kind of find out where you're going to fish and kind of, scoot around, anchor yourself, swing yourself back around, you're fine. But if you're trying to stick in one spot against the wind, you are going to swing a little bit, unfortunately. 8.5 foot spike here. Got a rubber tip. I know a lot of people say could be a lightning rod, but you got fishing poles sticking up that back of your kayak too, so those are lightning rods. Got a little screw here you can undo, put a camera, or you may be able to put like a safety flag up there or something, I'm not sure. But definitely you can put another camera in there. One thing with your power pole, when you're traveling to and from your fishing spot, you're going to want to remove the drive from the kayak itself. I've read some articles where guys didn't take it off. They're like, oh, I'm only going 10 minutes up the street. And the screw lock came loose while they were driving, and power pole drive fell off, and well, there goes $500. So Takes you 10 seconds to pull this thing off. It takes you 10 seconds to put it on. I'm not hurting for 10 seconds. So take this thing off while you're driving, put it in the truck. You don't have to worry about anything. I've never had this thing loosen up on me while I was out in the water. Once you tighten this and lock this arm in, this drive it's not going anywhere. So very well built. Obviously, the same people who make this also make the power pole blades that the bass boats use, the bigger bass boats. So great product. I believe it's a lifetime warranty. It's all in the paperwork. I'd have to look it up, but I believe it's a lifetime warranty. Like I said, battery life is great. Never had the battery die on me when I was out fishing. And overall, great product. Like I said, the biggest thing is the price. But if you can get past that, I would highly suggest getting one. You will not be disappointed. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll catch you on the water.